So hello everyone. The name of our project is AgriInsight. So it's basically a dashboard which contains all the agricultural information. So I will explain step by step what we have done in this project. So first, this is the Jupyter notebook which we have created. So basically in this notebook, we have selected some data sets from the internet, and then we clean the data sets using the pandas, numpy and sql libraries. So basically in cleaning the data sets, we eliminated the null values and all the values which were formatted incorrectly. So all the data sets were cleaned using this notebook. So you can see the output of each the notebook. Then after cleaning the notebook, so this is the RDF file which we have generated using RDFlib library. So this is the output of the RDF file. It is not mapped. Then we use this Python script called datamapping.py to map the RDF library to our CSV file. So by using this RDF lib and pandas, all the data which is present in the CSV file is mapped onto the RDF file. So you can see the code in this. So after that, the mapped RDF file is generated. So basically in this file, all the data is mapped. So you can see all the values which were present in the CSV file. So just to give you an example, so this is the crop as rice, year 2009, country as Australia. So all the values which are present in the CSV are mapped into this RDF file. So now after generating the RDF mapped RDF file, we use this Python script to convert the RDF file into TTL file, which is basically converted into triple format. So it is easier for users to read and understand. So this is the Python script. Again, we use RDF lib to convert the RDF file into TTL file. So after that, we got our TTL file. Now using we imported that TTL file into GraphDB, and after importing, we run some SparkQL queries on the TTL file to see if the file is correct. So this is a first query that we have run. So basically it returns all the columns and the data that is present in the TTL file. So you can see the result of the query here. So it gives all the data and columns. So this is the resource, crop, average temperature, CO2, country and all. So this is all the data. Now after this, I downloaded the data into the CSV, and so this is our final CSV which contains all the data. So after that, we used the visualization tool in GraphDB to visualize all the data that is created or generated. So in this, we can see all the data is properly mapped, like the classes, the classes are country, region, the soil type, adaptation strategy, harvest method, year, etc. So in this visualization, you can see all the data is properly mapped. So by this, we get that our TTL file is correctly mapped. So now coming back to Protege, we loaded our RDF file into this Protege. So you can see these are our classes. So the classes are related to the agriculture. As you can see, the adaptation strategy, the CO2 emission, country, crop yield. So basically it conveys the data that is related to agriculture, like irrigation access. You can visualize the irrigation access in each area or region, how it affects soil. So how different parameters affect the soil. Fertilizers use. So in which region which fertilizers are being used and in what quantity. Also the crop yield, like how much yield is generated by the crop, the season in which the crop is generated. So this is all our class hierarchy. Now coming to the object properties, these are all the object properties that we have created. So it like affects soil, grows in region, has adaptation strategy, has year, has uses fertilizer and all. Now these are all our data properties. So the data properties always has a range that is to string, float or integer. So these are all the data properties which are yield per hectare, soil health index, season name, rainfall value. So all these properties are properly mapped into RDF and TTL as well. So now using the data, we loaded the data into yeah, so we loaded the data into our this dashboard. So the dashboard was created using Power BI. So now
We have used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to make this website, and we have created three dashboards, and they are made on Looker Studio. So So the first one is related to crop and yield. So there are the records for like the temperature and the record count according to what the counts are related to temperature. The second one is the number of crops we have, like how many crops are there, like, and afterwards we can see the crop count in the map. So moving on to the second dashboard, it is related to the regions. So as you can see, if I click on the south, it will point out to the crops that are the crops in that area. Like if you click on Ontario, so it's like it will show you like the crop, like the graph and the line graph. Uh, and it also gives you the heat map for the crops. And the third dashboard is regarding the effects on the crop due to like the soil health, the fertilizers, the pesticides, and the irrigation styles. We conclude our semantic web engineering project. Yep, thank you.